Hey, what's up, guys? Mace here, and welcome back to Touring Old Pocket Edition Worlds. This is the 7th video, the actual 7th, not the 7th that I thought of about 3 years ago, which explains why I'm on Minecraft 1.14, because as I've said before, I think it was in the 3rd or 4th video, MCC Toolchest, which is what I use to convert these Pocket Edition Worlds to Java, does not convert above 1.14. It just generates a blank world. So yeah, anyway, so I have worlds loaded here. I actually had to go back to my old Touring Old Pocket Edition Worlds videos, and I had to make a text file so I can see which worlds I've done so I don't repeat myself. So I haven't done these ones yet. Also, another thing I'm going to do is I'm also going to do Dimension Coaster as well, because I did the first one in the first video that I did back in, I think it was back in 2020, I think. So, yeah, a long time ago. Actually, I think, yeah, pretty soon I think that'll be the 6th anniversary. And I still live with my parents at 23 years old, even though I want to move out, but it's just apartments are too expensive. I could move in with a friend, but I don't know who. Well, I only have one friend here, and she's not going to want to move in with me. Talk to old friends in New Glasgow. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, so I did the first Dimension Coaster, but I didn't do the rest of the two. So I want to go back in this video and do all 3 of them. So this is going to be a 7-world video, which is usually I do 4 or 5. So anyway, I have not opened these yet. Usually I have them open and ready to go, but I don't. So, but now, because I'm playing with my brand new computer that I got in 2023, my better computer, I'm not too concerned about lag anymore. Yay! Yeah! Alright, so, yeah. Anyway, number one thing to do, open to LAN. And that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, so let me just get out of here first. I have no idea. I have no idea where the hell I'm at. Hold on. Okay. And hold on. Game rule. No game rule. Do daylight cycle. False. There. Let's just stop the sun. So this first one here is called Bombing, and as you can see by the ignore this. This is just the new chunks generating because I'm not playing in old worlds, which is what Pocket Edition was. Now let me explain that for anyone who doesn't know. Back then in Pocket Edition, before 0.9.0, you were stuck in this 256 by 256 world, so like 256 length, 256 width. And the build height was only 128 because of hardware limitations. You were playing on a phone or a tablet, and back then, you know, these things are still limited, of course, but these things were severely limited back then. So, you know, even if you had the really good phone back then, it was still pretty pretty low end. You still had a lot of lag issues. Anyway, yeah, so that's why this has this weird generation. So just ignore that. Anyway, welcome to Bombing. So this world right here, as you can see, is completely destroyed by TNT. And you'll notice a lot of bedrock everywhere. So when I was a kid, I always was searching on the Minecraft wiki, always. And I was fascinated by the fact that bedrock was really one of the few blocks in this game that you could not break at all. You couldn't even break, TNT can't break it. The Wither, who wasn't even in the game at that time, so I shouldn't say that. Never mind. But I was fascinated by the fact that bedrock has a hardness of -1, which I guess if you're putting that on whatever scale, excuse you. So I guess if you're putting that on whatever scale, that was just a cave sound, ignore that. Then it would be infinite hardness, technically, if it's supposed to be like a 1 to 0 scale or whatever. But yeah, no, it's -1. And its blast resistance is like a few million, 18 million, I think, on the wiki. So, yeah, and if I'm not wrong, there should be that hole that we blew up into around here, maybe. I don't think it's around here. No, not here. There's a massive hole that goes all the way down into... This is the pinnacle of what I was as a kid. This is what I did all the time. I don't know why. But there was a hole that led down to bed. Is that it there? That's it there, right there. Yeah. Okay, here it is. So this right here. Oh, the block. Oh, okay, the blocks are still here. Hey guys, what's going on? Yeah. So this right here, what I would do is I would put a whole bunch of TNT in here, like a fuck ton. I'd fill this whole room with TNT and blow it up, just because I wanted to see if I could use bedrock or use TNT to destroy bedrock. Didn't work. Surprised I didn't crash the game or crash my device or anything like that. I was playing on my old Galaxy Tab 3, which I don't have anymore. I threw that out because I don't need it anymore. I have no use for it anymore now that I have my computer. And I have all these houses here of bedrock. And while we're here, let's go into this place, because I have no idea what the hell this is. This way. Well, let's follow the signs. This way. Then this way. This way. Oh. I knew it was going to go to the void. I knew it was going to go to the void. How could I have guessed that? That is just... Okay. Yep. See. Yeah, I could have easily figured that one out. Alright, and down here is a chest of TNT and prismarine blocks. Again, that's just the weird thing whenever I convert worlds. It doesn't do any... What's going on? What's up here? Oh. Okay, that's not what I thought that was. Eh, wait, hold on. Ooh, the old, Now, where are these guys coming from? Oh, you know, that might just be a little hole that I think I made or some... I don't know who made that, actually. What am I saying here? I don't even know. Yeah. Oh, that's where they are. Right. I mean, I could do a very simple, kill, eat. Fuck you all. Alright. So yeah, this world was just a random world that I made just to test out TNT and bedrock. Just because it was fun. It was fun to watch explosions in that game. In Pocket Edition. They're not as much fun now. While we're here, let me yeah, that doesn't work. That works. While we're here, let me do this. Oh. No. No, 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 no. That's not what I wanted to do. No, 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 no. Okay, and just that. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Ah, that's right. There was no directional audio. So it's going to be loud, loud, loud. I just want to put all, I just want to put a fuckload of things down here. Of, what am I trying to say here? Of redstone torches to light this up. Yep. Just to get some redstone. This was back before, is that, yep, that's powered. Oh, that's not powered. Oh. Well, just do this, because that'll power that and power that one there. Yeah, that's better. Actually, you know what? I probably could do... This was back before... Rails were... this is back before we had... oh my, what am I trying to say here? Redstone to power Rails. So we had the power Rails in Minecraft Pocket Edition at this time. It was 0.8. I think it was actually 0.8.0 that actually added them. Okay, you know what? Hold on. What's the maximum that can go? Why is that not? Why is that not powering this? There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's power there. So these were always on back then. There we go. Okay. I just want to get this powered up because I want to ride this. Oh, that worked. Yeah, that worked too. Nice. Okay, so this is where you start. Okay. This is strange. But back then, these were not powered. Where are the... Oh, here they are. Right, this is before they were put into... Okay, there we go. Oh, that's going to be super loud. Well, luckily I have the power of recording multiple channels, so I can just turn that down. I have no idea where this is supposed to go. I don't know if it's supposed to loop around or do what. Well, I'll rather see what the intent was for this. Okay. So that was there. Then what the hell was this supposed to do? I think this is supposed to kill you. Aw, damn it. I'll just start from here. So what is... So this is supposed to take me... Oh, that took me way too far. What is this? I don't even know what the hell this is. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that just took me to a place of absolutely nowhere. But, yeah, I had to manually do all that, because... and I'll have to do that for Dimension Coaster, too. Damn. Anyway, next map. Alright, welcome to, Carnival. Now, from what I can gather already, this is a world of absolutely nothing. Where am I at? This was the bill limit at the time. That's a shipwreck right there. Okay, wait, where was the world at then? The world limit was like right here. Oh, you know what? I must have opened this world and then just not did anything. Oh, then what am I thinking of then? There was a world that had a carnival, and we had like this little ride that went all the way around, like the edge of the world. Wait a minute. Did I already do carnival? Must have been on my list or something. I don't know. Yeah, this world was... Yeah, this world never... Wait, then what's this over here? That's not it. No, that's like jagged peaks over there. That's not what I'm talking about. All we had back then were just plains. Where's the biome? Oh, no, it says I'm in an ocean. Yeah, we definitely didn't have lava pools at that time. Especially not on the surface like that. So, yeah, next map. Okay, I don't know why the hell it just came out of the sky like that. Welcome to Infinite. So, this was the first world that I ever made. Ah, okay, good, it's here. This was the world that I first made in 0.9.0 when the worlds, you were able to make infinite worlds, and yeah, you were able to have infinite worlds. Is biome blend on? There is no biome blend. Never mind. Oh, we can definitely turn that off though. Yeah. So this was, and this is, you can definitely tell it's a too many items thing. No, actually, 0.9.0 allow you to switch between creative and survival, I think. Like you could leave the world and go into the menu and click creative or survival. Yeah, so I want to see, I'm expecting to see some random nonsense in the chests. Yeah, we had a huge bookshelf here, some glass on the outside, furnaces, a stone cutter before it turned into that. And down here I think were the beds. Yep, here they are, beds next to a speaker, next to what the speakers, and I'm guessing that's a TV. I'm expecting to see some questionable things in here. Nope, nothing at all. Well, that's another thing I was willing to see. Nothing at all. Alright, and the dogs out here. Look at this, the dogs out here. Oh, they lost their tames. Ralph, Missy, Ricky, Sarah. And look at that. And this was when they added dyed collars, so we were able to dye their collars and match the thingy, the wool. Yeah. By the way, 6,000 chunks were loaded into this, so I was expecting myself to be in the middle of nowhere, but that makes sense because I explored quite a bit of this. Don't ask me what the hell this was supposed to be because I can't remember. I really wish I kind of wish I had a time machine so I could go back and just view myself and wonder like what was all this stuff about so I could explain it to you better. Because I would just love to explain all of this stuff to you guys in perfect, crystal clear detail as to what was going through my mind at the time. But yeah, this world had caves in it. It had different biomes, mountains, all that stuff. This was revolutionary for Pocket Edition. Time to mine. Well, let's go down here and let's see. And again, like typical, there's no fucking torches placed down. Oh, that's going to the void. Nice. There's some diamond blocks here. Oh, here's a cave. Here's a cave. Which goes nowhere. This is what I'm talking about. We had access to caves. So we were able to... Come on, swim. So we were able to go down into these and find them. I think that's exactly what I was doing. I was just digging down until I found a cave. Where am I at anyway? 11. Which means if I strip mine, I should eventually find... diamonds. Well, I'm not going to do that because it's going to take up too much time. And times of the emeralds. Yep, there they are. Well, we got skeletons here. We've got... Oh, I was already here. Look at this. I got the torches here and everything. And is that a mine shaft? Is that what I think it is? Oh, it's not a mine shaft. Yeah, mine shafts were added in. It was a humongous update. And it added all these caves and new biomes and everything. It was incredible. What difficulty am I on? Normal. Alright. A lot of mods for normal. And they're so loud, too. Okay, I'm going to have to turn my volume down because this is getting way too loud. Hostile creatures. You're going down to 50. Blocks, you're going down to 50. Players going down to 50. Environment's going down to 50. Friendly creatures going down to 50. Weather's going down to 50. There we go. Because they're too loud. But yeah, I'm not going to show you all this world just because it is pretty fucking big. And I explored a lot. But I will show you, you know, the little bits that I... What the hell? Where's this coming from? Oh, right here. But yeah, this was essentially the fun that we had. These were grown by me. But yeah, like forest with different grass. I think that was added way later on in the game, though. And yeah, taiga biomes, which everyone called snow biomes back then, because that was really all they were associated with. I think this also increased the world limit, the limit height to 256 as well. Yeah, this was so much fun. I remember this stuff. I remember making this stuff. I remember working on this and going on these worlds and having a little fun, right? But I don't remember everything. I definitely don't remember what this was for. I remember the house. I remember everything we had. I remember getting the dogs, because that was a lot of fun. And the taiga biomes over there and everything. Yeah, I remember all that. I just don't remember the exact specifics. Oh, well. Anyway, next map. All right. Welcome to the transporter. No. Not the Star Trek device. This is yes, I literally set this up for that exact moment right there. This is essentially what this is. Oh, the beds are white. Oh, I thought they'd be red. You know what? Let's put the red beds down just for shits and giggles. Nostalgia. Where are they at? Here they are, red beds. There we go. Now it looks truly like Pocket Edition. Actually, I just need like really shitty graphics and whatever. Anyway, so this world right here, if I remember correctly, it had something to do with the Nether. I think the idea behind this was... What is that? The idea behind this was I wanted to make like a Nether portal or whatever and try and light it, even though the Nether wasn't a thing. This was a pre-0.9.0 world, just to let you know it was 0.8.1. So, of course, there would be nothing like that in this world. Not at this time. So, what is this? I don't know what the hell any of this stuff is. But yeah, I built the house on top of a hill like this. Oh, that's not the entrance. This is the entrance. Right. And labeled my chest, and my sister's chest. Okay. Okay, you know what? Actually, this is not too inaccurate. I mean, besides the blue eyes, I don't know where that came from. The white wool, the sword and armor, yep, that. Ignore those. Okay, yeah, this looks a little bit more accurate for us. Get rid of these, actually. Yeah. Yeah, that looks a little bit more accurate than what it was back then. And here's our garden and everything. But yeah, this had something to do with nether portals or whatever. I think I wanted to try and make like a nether portal and put it up top on the roof or whatever. I forget exactly what I was going to do. But it had something to do with the nether. And of course that didn't happen because we couldn't find any diamonds. Yeah. Oh, look. Coal on the side here. Oh, wait. Do I have the, Oh, I still have that installed. Right. The classic, yeah. Yeah, I want to try and use the that villager resource pack to give the villagers like bright looks or whatever, but I decided against that because I don't really care. Yeah, so this is pretty much it for the transporter. Essentially, it had something to do with the Nether, and that was it. And I built the. What am I? Oh, yeah. Our reach in Pocket Edition was really short back then, so we couldn't get up to the trees like that. We could only reach like 3 or 4 blocks. So essentially, what we had to do. So what I used to do. Why did I fill? I know this was me. There's no way that my sister would have done something this stupid. Why the fuck did I fill it like that when I could just do the normal staircase thing? Why did I have to fill it like that? I know it wasn't her, because she never did stupid stuff like that. That was all me. Why is there cobblestone here? What is this? Okay, let's get out of here before I start flipping out. So, now on to Dimension Coaster. Alright, welcome to Dimension Coaster. Actually, welcome back to Dimension Coaster, because this is the first one that I showed you. So, like before, because power rails are not automatically powered like they were back then, I had to go back and redo them. So that was fun. Anyway, yeah, so welcome to Dimension Coaster. Rules: don't break blocks, have fun. If you fall out, start out. Okay, yeah, sure. Always face forward. Place cart here. The infamous downward arrow, because I didn't know how to do a downward arrow back then, even though I could have used the V, which I think I explained, actually, that I figured that out a couple years later. Anyway, Dimension Coaster time. I actually edited this a little bit, so it should... You bitch. Okay, this is the second time I'm doing this, because I just fucked up the first time. Welcome back to Dimension Coaster. I'm worried about the end portal, though. Oh, you know what? I don't think I ever actually gave backstory as to where this came from. So, the inspiration for Dimension Coaster actually came from a roller coaster that a YouTuber named Jack Frost Miner did. I think the video was titled Best Roller Coaster Ever or something. I forget exactly what it was, but he was playing the builds for 0.8.0. And someone made a roller coaster that was... It took you... Okay, so the way it worked was the roller coaster started out going like really like all over the place, and then it went down, and it went down through a mine shaft, and then it went through, I think it was actually an end portal, so it was modded, so an end portal, no, I think it was actually just a regular, I forget exactly what it was, but it took you through this little portal thing down to the Nether, and the Nether was huge. It was so big and really detailed. And then it took you back to the start. It was a really unique. Design. So that's kind of where this came from. So the first one, there we go. That's better. I had to modify it a little bit through the mine shaft, of course, and then down the end. Ah, damn it! Almost made it. Then you're down the end here. I think we had endstone actually at that time. I'm not even sure. And then here comes the Nether, very small half-assed Nether. Then out from the Nether all the way over here, zigzagging a little bit. There we go. And then all the way down here. There we go. Thank you for riding. Created by Flexible Homes, developed by Flexible Homes. Please subscribe to Flexible Homes, the channel that does not exist. All right, it's Macemorn Games, actually. That's the channel name for me. All right, so that's the first Dimension Coaster. I had a fourth one planned, and I don't think I ever did anything with it. Actually, I don't even know if I finished the third one. Shit. You know what? We'll see that later. I haven't even opened second or third one yet, which I gotta leave the game. I gotta delete this, delete the game. Whoa. Hold on. That's not what I wanted to say. I gotta get out of here, delete the world, close the game, and then import the second and third one. I can't import all of them because they have the same file name, so it's just gonna replace whichever one with the latest one, so I can't just do all 3 of them. Anyway, hold on. All right, welcome to Dimension Coaster 2. Okay, so we have even more story here. Welcome to Dimension Coaster 2. This map is kind of like the first one, which was terrible, but here is a better version of this. Created by Flexible Homes. Please subscribe to Flexible Homes. Rules: if you fall out of the cart, restart. Don't be mean to me. Always obey these rules. Have fun. Note: when you get to the Nether, press the forward. Yeah, it depends on how far I go. Well, you should see the Nether. I'm impressed. I'm kind of impressed. I had to break that so I could put the torch there. Oh, I don't like the fact you go into walls like that. It's terrible. Here we go. Okay. Down a mine shaft where I actually put, we had spawners at this time. I think this was 0.9.0. Oh yeah, then you go down, then you have to turn around. Yeah, buddy, this one here I was impressed with. Oh, I didn't do that one. Oh, well, it still saved me anyway. Damn it. Fucking, hold on. Let's try that again. Oh shit, no, other way, other way, other way. There we go, that's better. Oh, now we're going backwards again. Here we go. Yep, we got some zigzaggy moments here. I'm going to show you guys those, actually. I'm going to show you the little behind the scenes that I had here. Oh, I missed that. I should be able to forward enough. Oh. Yeah, I forwarded a little too much there. Okay. Look, watch the Nether. Look at this. I admit, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool, right? Yeah. Thanks for riding. Oh, I didn't have a little shelter like I did before. No. Well, I guess all the information of created by Flexible Homes or whatever was in there. That was my alias at the time, was Flexible Homes. So let me show you a couple of interesting moments here. For starters, you know, it'd be easier if I switch into spectator mode for this. Spectator. If I switch into spectator mode for this, it'd be a lot easier. Oh, here we go. Whoa, too far. So I had the mine shaft here with... I didn't obviously put too much detail into this because, you know, why would I? But this is pretty accurate for a mine shaft. And you go down. There's more of those things right here. Here's a spider spawner that has a pig in it, because that's pretty much what they all default to whenever you convert these from MCC tool chest. Then there's a turnaround point where you fall down, you go up a little bit, and then you slow down, turn around, and go right back down. And then you head down to the stronghold, something that I actually decided to fucking, you know, decorate a little bit. Well, kind of. I missed these spots, but whatever. You won't even notice that anyway. You're not really supposed to look up. You're supposed to look straight or down to the end, and go back up, because there wasn't a whole lot to that. And then here, I spent so long trying to figure this out. Not when I was making, well, actually when I was making this, I probably spent a lot of time figuring out. What I mean is I it took way too much time. So I put a redstone torch down. There was a rail right here, a powered rail. I put a redstone torch down, and it changed the way this turned. Because the idea behind this was that you're supposed to go like this and then go back around. But it kept changing and I was like, fuck. So I just changed that to a yeah, and over here as well was the same thing. I just changed to a regular rail. Here, when I first played this, like when I first tested this back when I played Pocket Edition, which incidentally, I remember exactly where I was when I was making these. I remember exactly where I was. So when I was young, I was living in Valley, Nova Scotia. It's a little village outside Truro. It's part of like a greater Truro area, if you want to call it that. Although pretty populated for a village. Anyway, I think I've talked about this a lot with Modded Minecraft. So a lot of appointments and stuff that my parents made at that time were made in New Glasgow, because we lived in New Glasgow for 8 years and then we moved to Valley because my father got a new job at in Truro. So we moved to Valley, which was a nice place. It was a very nice house that we lived in. Had a pool. We got a pool built and everything. It was so nice. But my mom went to New Glasgow for a hair appointment, And she took me with her, of course, because I don't know why, but she did. And I took my tablet with me, and I was just building this. I was building this while she was getting her hair done, while I was sitting inside and everything. Oh, look at this. Look at this. An actual nether fortress that I built. And that's pretty cool, actually. Again, there's not much in it, because it wasn't supposed to be that detailed. It's just supposed to kind of give you, like, oh, here's what this could be. Yeah. And then, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, I remember exactly where I was with that. I was, you know... oh, wait, what did change here? No, that changed. That's what I changed, because I knew it was going to screw that up. Yeah. But yeah, I remember exactly where I was when I made these. I was in New Glasgow, sitting down in a hair place while my mom was getting her hair done. And she'd be finished, and she'd come over, and she'd be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm doing this." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And she'd just walk away or go back or whatever. The people they're talking would be like, "Oh yeah, my son plays this too, and he loves it so much." Oh shit, I didn't get that one. Surprising it didn't stop me. Well, I had a lot of momentum, forward momentum. Alright. Yeah. What's this? I have no idea what that is. Anyway, next and final Dimension Coaster. Alright. Welcome to Dimension Coaster 3. Now... I gotta, of course, I gotta I gotta go all the way back. I think that's where the E-start was. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. So I gotta do the redstone torch thing again. Now, my concern is this might not be done. I think I had a dimension coaster that was done, or that was unfinished, or maybe I just didn't finish it yet, or maybe I deleted it. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be finished or not. If it's not finished, that's fine. I've done enough worlds anyway as it is. So I'll read these, and then I'll just go do the torch thing, and then I'll come right back. Welcome to Dimension Coaster 3. This is like numbers 1 and 2, but both are terrible, but you will like this version of Dimension Coaster. Run-on sentence there, pal. Run-on sentence. Created by Flexible Homes, developed by Flexible Homes. Rules, no breaking blocks, no placing. If you fall, restart at the beginning. Hope you enjoy and have fun. Also face forward when starting. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to do all the redstone torching, and then I'll come back and start this. It's saying 2 is terrible though. 2 was not that bad. I mean, the end was a little kind of whatever, but the nether, I was impressed by the track artistry. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, torching is done, and this wasn't finished, unfortunately. But I'm still kind of impressed with how the nether looks, so it should be all good. Anyway, let's do this. So you start out going very, very slowly. Very, very slowly indeed. And then you boom right off. That was so close. You little fucking bitch. There we go. Go all the way through this. I didn't torch that. Whoops. Through this larger mine shaft that has a... Yep, there you go. Again, my interesting track artistry. To a stronghold with an actual fountain in it. There we go. Okay, hopefully I torched all this right. I think I did. Here comes the nether. And this is the part that's not done. Oh. Ah, okay, that does work. Okay, I was worried that wouldn't work. There we go. So, you can see that now there's different sections here in the nether. So it's a lot bigger than it was before. Okay, you know what? Fuck off, monsters. Switching into peaceful mode here. When I first came down here, after opening this, after like, I don't know, 11 years later, I think. 10, 11 years later. I was wondering, like, why the fuck is there a block here? Then I realized it was probably just placed there by accident. But apparently this launched me so far that I would hit that, go forward, because I had a little bit of forward momentum, and then hit this, jump back, hit that, go down there. I'm very impressed with how the tracks work, or how clever I was with that. Especially for a kid, because I was a stupid child. I think I had zombie... Well, at the time they were zombie pigmen, now they're zombified piglins, but I think that's what I had in there. Oh! Yeah, actually, I think one of the Dimension Coasters... I forget which one exactly, but one of the Dimension Coasters had... What the hell is the... Oh! Oh, yeah, I had... Right, I remember that. I had minecarts going back and forth. I remember that, yeah. Anyway, I think the end... I think I actually had Enderman. Was it this one or was it the other one? I don't even remember. I think it might have been the other one, actually. I had Enderman encased in glass. But yeah. Oh yeah, also I had this little thing right here as well to show that the end is very dark. But yeah, so this was definitely post 0.9.0 because of all those new additions and stuff. Yep. Look at that. Stronghold with an actual fountain in it. So much better. And where was the... there was even some more weird track artistry or whatever I'm calling it. Track artistry. Track artistry. That's what it is. Track artistry. Yeah, I had a mine shaft going farther. I had that. Yeah. Everything is looking really cool. Yeah. Yeah, right here where you go forward and then jump backwards. Yeah, I don't know why I did those, but I thought they were really cool. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's pretty much it for this stuff. So, yeah. So, that's it for this episode of Touring Old Pocket Edition Worlds. I hope you enjoyed. 7 worlds in one video. This is a record. But now I have more stuff to add to my text document and more stuff to add to my text document so I know what worlds I've touched, what worlds I haven't touched, because this series will eventually come to an end when I have no more Pocket Edition worlds left to explore. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. Bye-bye.